Thank you for joining the DHS Surge Capacity Force. You are about to embark upon a new and exciting experience. Trust me when I tell you that what you bring to the table is needed. But before we get started, I'd like to take a few minutes and tell you about what you can expect once you become a part of this great team.
Requests for deployment will come through your agency's FCF coordinator. You can only accept deployment requests if you're able to provide proof of a fully vaccinated status. Once you're ready to deploy, FEMA will provide you with staging requirements for the deployment. This will include details describing the nature of the disaster, travel plans, the names of the people you report to, and the assignment of any necessary equipment like computers and phones. First, you'll go to a FEMA Personnel Mobilization Center where you'll get your equipment and attend basic informational briefings about things like safety protocols and other pertinent information. In addition, you'll take required deployment courses and receive additional training for your assigned cadre. After you have completed your courses, you'll be ready to deploy. At the PMC, you'll receive onward movement deployment orders for the cadre you'll support and book travel to your assigned duty station according to your home agency's policy. A full deployment length is typically up to 45 days from the initial travel date to the PMC. SCF members are assigned FCF crew leads. The crew lead will support you with any FCF program-related questions, manage program accountability in the deployment tracking system, ensure your well-being, and keep you informed with any deployment-related information. FCF members may be accompanied by Federal Emergency Management Agency staff on field assignments to ensure FCF members have the appropriate technical guidance and supervision. For example, an FCF member may be partnered with a FEMA reservist on a disaster survivor assistance mission or directed by FEMA logistics staff in a distribution center. At the end of your deployment, after you've assisted in the disaster response effort, all that is left to do is finalize things, like your time card details, and return any assigned equipment.
If you care about helping people before, during, and after disasters, the Surge Capacity Force is for you. I promise you that this will be a rewarding and exciting experience, but I must tell you that most times there are long hours and might be austere conditions. But in the end, you're helping your fellow citizens in times of need. Thank you for joining the Surge Capacity Force, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come.
Hi, and welcome to the 2023 Dallas-Fort Worth Fellow Executive Board's Annual Public Service Award Ceremony. My name is James McDonald, Director of the Mission Support Division, and also Assistant Regional Administrator for the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency here in Dallas, Texas. I've been with the Environmental Protection Agency for 27 years and 11 years as a member of the Senior Executive Service. I also had the honor to serve as Chair of the Dallas Fellow Executive Board and a member of the Executive Policy Council. This year, I am also serving as Program Chair for the annual award ceremony, and I'm delighted to be here. EPA continues to support the DFW FEB and is proud to be in partnership another year to recognize the best and brightest in federal service. Congratulations to all of you for your exceptional service and all that you do for this country. And of course, a special congratulations to all of the winners of the 2023 DFW FEB Public Service Awards, the FEBies. Without your dedication, time, and commitment to public service, it would be incredibly difficult to keep the continuity of government running smoothly. So congratulations again, and thank you. Special thanks to Kelly Anderson and the team at FEB for their outstanding work, and to the incredible staff at EPA for their support of this event. We hope that you enjoy this year's ceremony, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. We appreciate the work you do each day at the Environmental Protection Agency and for EPA's continued support of the Dallas-Fort Worth Federal Executive Board. Hello, everyone. I'm Giancarlo Brizzi, and also known as GC, and I'm the Regional Commissioner for the Public Building Service, Region 7, Greater Southwest Region at the General Services Administration. I also serve as the 2023 Chair of the Dallas-Fort Worth Federal Executive Board. It is an honor to recognize and award federal employees for going above and beyond the call of duty. The federal employees you will see today are responsible for securing the homeland, protecting the environment, keeping our infrastructure functioning, providing building services, and the list truly goes on and on. The outstanding service these men and women provide to our country is done through hard work and by recognizing the mission of their respective agencies. Last year, we presented 12 awards to individuals and teams who have done exceptional things in their daily work, and this year is no different. These employees do great things each and every day to serve the American people. Congratulations to all the nominees and finalists for the 2023 DFW Federal Executive Board Public Service Awards, also known as the FEBies.
Thank you so much, and a big thanks to all of you for tuning in. I'm Christy Jordan Smith, the Federal Security Director for the Transportation Security Administration at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I'm honored to work every day with amazing security professionals who give it their best to keep our aviation system secure. I also serve as the 2023 Vice Chair for the Dallas-Fort Worth Federal Executive Board. As a third-generation civil servant, I'm especially delighted to be part of congratulating our hardworking federal employees in dozens of agencies across North Texas. This year, we have 12 categories of awards, ranging from outstanding customer service, law enforcement, Supervisor of the Year, interagency collaboration, and so much more. We are recognizing and celebrating outstanding contributions from incredible people and teams who've delivered on the promise of excellence in public service. Without further ado, I'm pleased to present to you the 2023 DFW Public Service Awards, the FEBies. Enjoy, and hats off to federal employees everywhere.
Thank you so much, Mr. McDonald, Christy, and GC for your well wishes and support for the DFW FEB and all the nominees and winners for this year's Public Service Awards. I'm Crystal Cherry, Deputy Director for the Dallas-Fort Worth Federal Executive Board, and I am very excited to be here today to present the winners of the 2023 FEBies, something we've all been waiting for.
That's right. And I'm Vidal Gray, Regional EO Manager for the United States Army Corps of Engineers, and I'm also glad to be with you today to honor federal employees and all of their hard work. We have a great award ceremony for you today, and I think it's about time to just hop in and learn all about the nominees and the winners for the DFW FEB 2023 Public Service Awards.
Oh, so you're not wasting no time. You ready, huh?
That's right. I stay ready.
Okay.
So, these federal employees are responsible for securing the homeland, protecting the environment, and educating our children, feeding families, keeping our infrastructure functioning, and the list goes on. The outstanding service these men and women provide to our country is done through hard work and by recognizing the mission of their respective organizations.
Wow, that's amazing. And you know what? These men and women have accomplished so much for our country, so it is only fitting to reward them. So with that being said, let's get started with the first award being presented. The Outstanding Customer Service Award. This award recognizes the employee or team that frequently exceeds customer expectations and performs to the highest standards and measures, making them an example to others involved in similar customer service roles. The nominees are Jason Tabbert with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the Human Resources Team with the Transportation Security Administration at DFW Airport, and Joshua Greenawalt, also with USCIS. And the winner is the Human Resources Team with TSA DFW. Congratulations to Rebecca Jones, Gina Avila, Michelle Bender, Jessica Delgado, Cynthia Gorman, Kenneth Reagan, and Lucia Rivera. This TSA DFW HR group has impacted the entire workforce and raised awareness that they are always available to be of service for the workforce. They led the FSD priority of care for our people in an unprecedented manner. They increased efficiency for processing awards by 300% with an error rate of less than 0.1%, and also processed 5,000 awards for employees during FY22, obligating 99.8% of the award budget. This group continually presents a positive attitude and maintains a high level of professionalism. And I am too excited because I personally worked with a lot of these team members during my TSA career. And I can surely attest to each one of their dedication and hard work for the benefit of the workforce.
Wow, that's a lot. Well, congratulations to this amazing team, and thank you for all the hard work you have all done and continue to do. That's absolutely awesome.
I'll say.
The next award is the Interagency Collaboration Award, and it recognizes an individual or a group for significant contribution to the public service in activities that require coordination, planning, and collaboration with other federal agencies across departmental and jurisdictional lines.
That's a lot.
And it's a lot.
Yeah.
The nominees for the Interagency Collaboration are, wait for it, Team DR 4657 of Oklahoma with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and Tronics Allocation Team for the Environmental Protection Agency. And also the DICA RCRA Enforcement Team, also with the EPA. And the winner is the Tronics Allocation Team with EPA. Congratulations to Craig Carroll, Doretha Christian, Matthew Miller, Anish Patel, Krish Peterson, Kevin Shade, Pam Travis, Susan Webster, and Warren Zener. This Regional 6 Tronics Allocation Strategic Team is recognized for finalizing the allocation of $305 million worth of Tronics bankruptcy settlement to Region 6 Tronics mines. The allocation allows the region to renew discussions with reliable and viable potentially responsible parties to conduct removal actions at the contaminated mining sites. Wow. The Tronics allocation strategy require intense coordination within the team and with federal, state, and local stakeholders to move work forward. They coordinate many discussions to address many details, to outline allocations of strategy, and also identify several questions that needed immediate attention. The strategy they implemented has created clarity for responsible parties to advance cleanup of nearly 17 square miles of contaminated land from abandoned uranium mines using a portion of Tronics funding.
Wow, they've done a lot. Congratulations to Region 6 Tronics Allocation Team. That's amazing. They were able to come up with a strategy to allocate millions of dollars to Region 6 Tronics mine.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal, I will say.
Well, next up is the Law Enforcement Award. This award recognizes an individual or group for a significant contribution to public service and activities related to justice and law enforcement. Eligible activities are performance of law enforcement, security, justice, investigative, legal, or related work. The nominee may have also served in civil rights, criminal justice, fraud, detection and prevention, counterterrorism, or intelligence. The nominees for the Law Enforcement Award are the reasonable accommodators with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and the UPS National Settlement Team with the Environmental Protection Agency for Region 6. And the winner is the Reasonable Accommodators with HUD. Congratulations to Shelley Barnes, Joshua Gillerman, Patricia Tiarina, Margaret Donahue, and Stefan Woods. In 2019, there was a discrimination complaint from a tenant living in North Texas's largest housing authority received by HUD's Office of Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity. This team's creativity was displayed when it answered a critical legal question regarding whether a pending eviction relieves a housing provider of its obligation to provide reasonable accommodation by noting that it does not pardon a housing authority of its duties. It then set out a myriad of compelling explanations for why an eviction is not a foregone conclusion for a tenant making an accommodation request. And by doing this, it opened the door for the tenant's claim to move forward with the investigation and eventually led to a successful agreement of $500,000 payment to the tenant who was living in dehumanizing circumstances.
Wow. Way to go, Reasonable Accommodators. The name is very fitting, I might add.
I'll say.
Okay. The next award honors an individual at any level of the organization who has demonstrated a commitment to the highest standard of excellence and dedication to public service. The achievements of this individual's career have lasting impacts on the agency and the perception of the federal government, which is very important, I might add. The nominees for the Lifetime Achievement Award are Rick Earhart with the Environmental Protection Agency, Region 6, Gary Moore, also with EPA, Region 6, and Quintella Downs Bradshaw with the U.S. Marshal Services.
Wow.
Yeah. And the winner is Rick Earhart with EPA, Region 6. Congratulations, Rick. Mr. Earhart has built his career by raising issues of national importance, assisting states in addressing them, and serving as a mentor. He is not only highly respected, but he is also the guiding force behind many EPA Region 6 cleanup program processes. Rick sees his role as a technical assistance partner with the EPA's authorized states to ensure state program progress as well as solve difficult cleanup issues like underfunded sites. He has been instrumental in many EPA projects and has also organized helpful documents in easy accessible locations where everyone in his workstation can makes himself available to answer any questions staffing might have towards the program.
Wow, well done, Rick. Sounds like you have made significant contributions to EPA through your hard work and mentorship over your 35-year-long career. You are very deserving of this award. Congratulations again. Next up is Rookie of the Year Award. This award recognizes a new employee who has displayed fresh new ideas, outstanding performance, training and educational achievements, value, or specific contributions. The nominee must have between 1 and 3 years total federal service, excluding the military service. And the nominees for Rookie of the Year are Don Wilburn with the DFW Transportation Security Administration, Brian Fallon with Environmental Protection Agency, and Mike Kennedy, also with EPA. And the winner is Brian Fallon with EPA. Congratulations, Brian. Brian joined the EPA Region 6 office as Remedial Project Manager in the Superfund Remedial Program in July 2021. He serves as the prime contact for remedial or other response actions being taken at some of the most hazardous Superfund sites in the nation. They coordinate, direct, and review the work of EPA, states, and local governments, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and other agencies and contractors to assure compliance with the National Contingency Plan. Since being hired, Brian has consistently taken on additional responsibilities and sought out training to increase their knowledge and abilities required of the RPM position. In 2022, they took the lead for the Superfund remedial branch and working with the other federal facility RPMs and management in preparing the branch's FY 2023 federal facility budget request.
Wow, that's amazing. And we need new individuals.
We do.
Well, wonderful job, Brian. Our next award recognizes an individual or team of employees who have completed a unique assignment or achievement in the way the government does business. Okay. Due to the scope and timeline, some of the projects this award includes may be outside or a prior year. So, nominees for the Special Project or Achievement Award are the Job Aid Development Team with Environmental Protection Agency, Region 6, Compliance Digitalization Initiative with the Internal Revenue Service, and the UPS National Settlement Team, also with EPA Region 6. Yes.
Wow.
And the winner is the Compliance Digitalization Initiative with the IRS. I'd like to congratulate Ms. Teresa Redis, Melissa Lai, Boris Soblakin, Shermoti Chowdhury, Renee Brandon, Shatella Betrabet, Clyde Cooper, Robert Hutzfils, and Christopher Takars. The Compliance Digitalization Initiative was launched in November of 2022 as a pilot that allows wage and investment clerks to upload scanned taxpayer correspondence into a system called Correspondence Examination Automation Support. The documents are received from the taxpayer via either scanned paper mail, e-fax receipts, or document upload tools, DTU downloads. This effort is critical to the IRS's effort for greater digitalization. This team worked diligently to put this effort into production while ensuring filing season's updates remained on track. The volume increased with 100,000 taxpayer letters processed at a rate of 10,000 letters per week. The rate of correspondence processing has doubled from 5,000 to 10,000 per week due to the filing season. The automated process continues to provide significant time-saving efforts to the business.
That is amazing. Way to go, CDI team. That automated process sounds to be saving a lot of time, which I know makes both the IRS and taxpayers happy. I mean, I'm happy, I pay my taxes, but this award recognizes a person that supervises the work of others through leadership and meeting the goals of their organization. The nominee must be employed in a supervisory position at the time of nomination and must have direct supervisory responsibilities. All right, and so the nominees for Supervisor of the Year are Sarah Lipe with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, Donald Wilburn with the Transportation Security Administration, DFW, and Jeffrey Robertson with Environmental Protection Agency. And the winner is Don Wilburn with TSA DFW. Congratulations, Don. Mr. Wilburn has deconstructed and reconstructed the entire Mission Support Office by setting expectations and goals for the entire staff of 29 employees across 4 departments, including training, logistics, mission support, and payroll. Since joining TSA DFW in August of 21, he has been demonstrating his capabilities since day one. As Administrative Officer for Mission Support, Donald has improved security effectiveness and enhanced passenger experiences while driving high performance, workforce engagement, and professional development at the 3rd busiest airport in the world. His focus on strategic planning, analysis, and diversity of thought have developed a positive environment for learning, coaching, and mentoring through the nourishment of communications network within the organization and with external stakeholders. That's amazing.
That's absolutely leading from the front. Okay.
It really is.
Well done, Mr. Wilmer. Your many contributions to your team and employees at the DFW TSA are greatly appreciated. Next, we have the Scientific Technical Project or Achievement, which recognizes an individual or a team of employees who have advanced agency and or government leadership in the science and technology. This project or achievement must resolve a specific problem or set of problems to develop, plan, or implement a major change or series of changes in an organization, or plan and execute a project or program. Wow. The nominees for the Scientific Technical Project or Achievement are Chesley Sherwood with the Environmental Protection Agency, Gashan Cowrie with the EPA, and the Community Profile Analytics team with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. And the winner is the Community Profile Analytics team with FEBies. Congratulations. I would like to congratulate Jeremy Hughes, Charlie Cook, John Bowman, Dr. John Garvin, Saba Ishmael, Matt Valentine, and Janelle Schmidt. Prior to the development of this team, community flood hazards data was analyzed in a narrow and constricted fashion. Many of the data sets were siloed within their program, poorly integrated, not entirely explored. The creation of this team is the culmination of an extended effort beginning with the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey in 2017, and now these profiles have produced several iterations evolving to the needs of many disasters, including Hurricanes Imelda, Laura, Delta, and Ida. To date, the FMI data analytics team has produced 127 community profiles for some of the most vulnerable communities within Region 6.
That's a lot.
These profiles, in the hands of the community officials, have the ability to greatly assist the project development by highlighting areas of unmet need.
It is truly some amazing people working for the government. I'm floored. So congratulations and thank you to the Community Profile Analytics team for each of your contributions. Next up, we have the Federal Employee of the Year Award. This award recognizes an individual for an extraordinary contribution in service which demonstrates a commitment to improving the lives of others. The nominees for the Employee of the Year are Kevin Lazo with the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, Mike McAteer with Environmental Protection Agency, and Steve Thompson, also with EPA. And the winner is Kevin Lazo with OSHA. Congratulations, Kevin. Mr. Lazo, a compliance safety and health specialist, led all of OSHA in total inspections performed by CSHOs for 2022, making him the highest ranking producer of inspections in the nation out of 1,850 compliance and safety health specialists. Mr. Lazo conducted a total of 262 inspections successfully, performing nearly 50% of the Baton Rouge area office total inspections for the year. He also exhibited a broad range of hazard recognition skills, resulting in over 300 violations issued in 2022, conducted 2 complex fatality investigations, contributed to the region's health inspection goals by conducting a high number of health-related inspections, and so much more. Kevin made a significant impact on fulfilling the agency mission by utilizing his hazard recognition skill during on-site inspections to address numerous safety and health hazards affecting American workers.
And I'm sure that's only half the stuff you actually did.
I'm sure too.
Great job, Kevin.
Wow.
You have truly made an impact on your agency and the overall government. The next award recognizes an individual or group for an extraordinary contribution to the community service, which demonstrates a commitment to improving the lives of others. The nominee volunteer work reflects a devotion of the significant personal time and effort to the community through non-job related activities without compensation.
Wow, without money.
The nominees for the Community Service Award are Adina Wiley with the EPA and Darren Harbert with the Defense Contracting Management Agency in Dallas. And the winner is Darren Harbert, congratulations, with the DCMA in Dallas. Mr. Harbert is committed to improving the lives of underprivileged youth in underserved communities in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He distinguishes himself as an advocate for nonprofit initiatives by selfishly supporting youth athletes since 2007. As an assistant head coach and life skills mentor of a youth football team, the Oak Cliff Titans, Go Titans, and track organization called the DeSoto Swift, consisting of children ranging from 5 to 13 years of age. Through his mentorship, he has taught these young athletes the basic fundamentals of sport, but he also prides himself on teaching youth the life skills as well as the true meaning, and I say true meaning of student athlete. Mr. Harbert has also purchased and or donated well over $50,000 in equipment, nourishment, and entertainment to ensure kids stay healthy and safe while in his care. That's amazing.
I'm truly blown away with Mr. Harbert. Congratulations to you, and thank you for mentoring these young athletes and demonstrating what it looks like to take active roles in serving their communities. This next award recognizes a federal employee who has excelled in efforts to promote diversity at their respective agency through exceptional leadership, innovation, and perseverance. The achievement or initiative exemplifies equal employment opportunity principles, celebrates the diversity of our workforce, and makes a tangible and measurable difference. The nominee also embraces the leadership behaviors and expectations as outlined in OPM's Diversity Strategic Plan. So the nominees for the Diversity and Inclusion Award are Regional DEIA Team with the Environmental Protection Agency, Region 4, Diversity and Inclusion Leaders with a Purpose with U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and EPA Region 6 LCRD Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility Team. And the winner is Regional DEIA Team with EPA. A big congratulations to Kara Allen, Kendall Cox, Lindsay Griffin, Troy Hill, Rob Lushek, Lawrence Pittman, Alex Rowland, Tom Ruiz, Charlotte Stantz, and Sheila Veasley. The work performed by this team has transformed the culture in EPA Region 6 and established a foundational legacy for model workplace for years to come. As part of their efforts to provide an infrastructure for DEIA, the team developed and implemented a strategic plan to be transparent and to encourage participation, whether region-wide, by program office or division, through cross-divisional teams, or individually, where each individual feels included, valued, respected, and affirmed in their contribution to the mission to protect human health and the environment. The team demonstrated extraordinary vision and leadership in implementing Executive Order 14035, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Accessibility in the federal workforce, and has exponentially advanced DEI&A through data-driven measures in Region 6 to continue their path to achieving a model civil rights program.
Sounds like a great program to me.
It is.
Those are some amazing accomplishments. Well done, Regional DEIA team. Well, we're down to our last two awards, and it's been such an amazing time honoring these well-deserving employees.
It certainly has been. This upcoming award will be presented by our very own DFW FEBs Executive Director, Kelly Ann Anderson. Kelly, take it away.
Thank you, Crystal, and hello to all of our viewers. I'm Kelly Ann Anderson, Executive Director of the DFW Federal Executive Board, and this next award is the Executive Directors Award, which recognizes an individual in government or in the private sector who has demonstrated outstanding service to the DFW Federal Executive Board through giving their time, talent, resources, and have exemplified excellent leadership. The individual must have proactively partnered with the DFW FEB to implement a new approach to existing programs that have a positive impact on federal employees and stakeholders. The individual provides exceptional service through sharing resources, lessons learned, and other best practices. This year, our Executive Directors Award winner is Terry Roundtree, Management Advocate, U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Region 6. Terry has been an important member of the Dallas-Fort Worth Federal Executive Board for more than 10 years. Specifically, Terry has served on the Public Service Awards Ceremony Committee, as a member of the peer review panel, and lately has assisted the DFW FEB in exercising effective and efficient government by identifying ways to save critical taxpayer dollars and redundant printing costs. Terry also improved the awards process by identifying ways to eliminate laborious tasks performed by agency volunteers that previously resulted in lost human capital hours. Terry has advocated for the DFW FEB to senior leaders to support the awards ceremony financially and other FEB operational programs for many, many years. Terry has also shown great support in lending his time, talent, and resources to the DFW FEB. This proactive approach to recognizing and improving the lives of federal employees while effectively remaining cognizant of resources and creating best practices for the future of the DFW FEB makes this year's recipient, Terry Roundtree, incredibly worthy of this award. His exceptional leadership has improved my job as Executive Director of the DFW Federal Executive Board. Thank you, Terry, and congratulations on your award.
Wow, thank you so much, Terry, for your continued contributions to the DFW FEB. Last but not least, I'm going to toss it back to GC to do the honors of presenting this next award to this winner. GC, it's all yours.
Hi everyone, I'm back and I hope you are enjoying the award ceremony. We have one final award to give. It's the DFW FEB Chairman's Award. This award recognizes an individual that has proactively contributed to the DFW FEB by providing a suggestion, invention, or other personal efforts that contributes to the improvement of government operations and/or performed a special act of service to the interests of federal employees. This individual has participated in the effectiveness of the DFW FEB by building relationships with federal, state, and local organizations. The individual has demonstrated exceptional leadership and collaboration through volunteer efforts to the DFW Federal Executive Board. So it is my honor as the 2023 Chair of the DFW FEB to present this award to Julia Loeffler, who also served as the Chair of the DFW FEB in 2022. Julia is also the Executive Officer with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Region 6. Her untiring work with the DFW FEB simply cannot go unrecognized. Congratulations, Julia, and thank you so much for your contributions to the federal service. And now a word from HHS Region 6 Regional Director, Seema Ladagarian, congratulating Julia on her award and for all the hard work she performs on behalf of HHS Region 6. Take it away, Seema.
Thank you, GC. What an honor it is to be part of the DFW FEB 2023 Public Service Awards. I am Seema Lajivardian, Regional Director for Region 6 for U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. In addition to what GC discussed, the DFW FEB Chairman's Award recognizes the individual who has shown courage in taking decisive action, the wisdom to face aggressive challenges, and the willingness to sacrifice to affect causes that have a long-term on the betterment of federal employees and the American people. The nominees' accomplishment must also spotlight how their acts of service supports their respective federal agency. We are so proud of Julia, and the DFW FEB Chairman's Award couldn't be more fitting. Julia has supported the DFW FEB through the auspices of HHS for over 15 or more years by ensuring HHS funding remained relevant to support the day-to-day operations of DFW FEB. Julia has worked with 2 DFW executive directors and several HHS regional administrators to make the effort work. Julia has effectively managed the delicate balance of carrying out her duties as acting regional administrator, executive officer, DFW FEB chair, among other high-profile duties. Julia has worked with state, federal, and local leaders to ensure the work of HHS and the DFW FEB is beneficial to federal employees, civilians, and tribal groups. Not to mention her efforts in coordinating work schedules, time and attendance, keeping the RD travel efforts and schedule organized, coupled with effective communications between headquarters, Washington, D.C., and the field. It is because of her stellar work in these areas. Julia Lothrop is the recipient of the DFW FEB Public Service Chairman's Award 2023. Congratulations, Julia.
Hi, Federal family. My name is Antonia Gonzalez, the CFC Southern Area Director. We would like to thank all the federal agencies that lend their support to the DFW Federal Executive Board Public Service Recognition Awards Program, the FEBies. Thank you to the regional administrators and regional directors who helped make this program possible. Thank you to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Ms. Seema Lajivardian, the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, Mr. Scott Morris, the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Dr. Maggie Gunnels, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Earthia Nance, the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, Mr. Tony Robinson, the General Services Administration, Mr. Giancarlo Brisi, and the Transportation Security Administration, Ms. Christy Jordan Smith. Also, thank you to the U.S. Department of Labor, Kelly Pettit, and the U.S. District Court, Northern District of Texas, Karen Mitchell, for their in-kind support. Finally, thank you to Blue Cross Blue Shield, Bruce Harrison, Aetna, Leslie Priest, and MHBP, Emily Williams, for their support of federal government employees across the DFW FEB geographic area. We certainly appreciate all that you do to make the award ceremony happen for these outstanding and very worthy federal employees. Thank you. The generosity of our federal community and the compassion of nonprofits who bridge the gap of community needs through the CFC is awe-inspiring. The CFC is continuing to transform its role and position in the government. OPM and many HR departments refer to the CFC as an employee benefit, and while they are not wrong, the past few years have proven that this benefit goes both ways. We would like to take some time to recognize the volunteers of the 2022 North Texas CFC who have gone above and beyond. In 2022, 1,950 North Texas donors pledged more than $1.4 million and gave to 864 charities. This is phenomenal, and we couldn't have done it without the contributions of federal employees in the DFW area. Each year, the CFC recognizes the agencies and/or individuals who show their generosity and giving spirit by exceeding their total raised and/or participation rates from years past. The North Texas CFC nominees are as follows. For Top Campaign, Tanya Michelle Gilbreth with the Department of Veterans Affairs, West Texas. For CFC Superhero, the nominees are Audrey Taylor Smith with the Department of Justice, Tax Division, Southwestern Division. D'Angela Davis with Department of Agriculture Financial Services Division, OCFO, Elizabeth A. Prieto with the Defense Contract Management Agency Mission Support, Sam Okati and Heather Calvin with Federal Aviation Administration, and Angela Lee with Department of Housing and Urban Development, Multifamily Southwest Region, Fort Worth office. And last but not least, for Mad Scientist, the nominees are Bernadette Bacha with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, Region 4, and Carl Glusick and Robert Nunnery with the Transportation Security Administration at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. The top campaign winner. The top campaign for North Texas was the Department of Veterans Affairs in West Texas. This campaign was led by Tanya Michelle Gilbreth, who is being recognized for the efforts of her entire team. They have developed an amazing campaign over the past 4 years, from raising $0 in pledges to over $15,000 in 2022. This campaign has amazing leadership support and engagement from an enthusiastic team of volunteers who have made the CFC a fun part of the VA culture in West Texas. CFC Superhero winner. A CFC superhero is one who went above and beyond in their promotion of the combined federal campaign. These coordinators overcame challenges and achieved great results, helping to be change makers in their community and making a positive difference in the world. Angela Lee with the Department of Housing and Urban Development Fort Worth office, who has partnered with the City of Fort Worth and local housing coalitions on resolutions for housing the homeless in recent years. Last year, they continued this partnership through the CFC, sharing the work being done in coalition with nonprofit organizations and the funds pledged by federal donors in support of housing the homeless through the CFC. Angela organized a CFC event bringing nonprofit organizations and HUD employees together to discuss their joint efforts. And HUD employees pledged time to volunteer for the local point in time count, which is held every January. For Mad Scientist, the winner is recognized by the CFC for being inventive by developing new processes or techniques for marketing or outreach during the 2022 combined federal campaign. Bernadette Bacha with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, Region 4, hosted an NRC Challenge event with various challenges and contests, including a chili cook-off, where winners received medals. She also encouraged staff to add their why, their reason for giving, to their email signature and use the provided badges to show their support of specific causes. She also asked leadership to provide her with 5 minutes on all staff meetings, where she was able to provide a briefing on the CFC and encourage her colleagues to pledge. Thank you for including the CFC in this important moment of recognition where the works of so many public servants can be recognized and celebrated.
Well, I've had a great time presenting these awards again this year to such deserving people, and we appreciate you all for joining us.
Absolutely. Again, congratulations to all the nominees and finalists for the 2023 DFW Federal Executive Board Public Service Awards, also known as the FEBies. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you all next year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.